I'd like to welcome the Chiffons to Rochester, New York, and we're so proud to have you here as part of our Lilac Festival. And Barbara, how are you?
I'm fine, and you, Dan?
Good, very fine, thank you. I'm glad to see that you're still active doing this because, as you know, there are so many of the songs that have been hits in the past that continue to be hits. One Fine Day is a perfect example of that. Not only once in the last couple of years, but twice, Carole King and Rita Coolidge also. Do you like that when people bring a song back, or does it bother you?
It doesn't bother me. Carole King wrote it.
That's right.
Anyway. So.
Right. And you know what was interesting about that? She and Rita Coolidge had their hits so close to each other. I think there was a matter of maybe 5 months that had passed, and both of those versions hit the charts. Rita Coolidge kind of made a habit of bringing back these songs. She did The Way You Do the Things You Do and Higher, and some other great things. So I like the music when it comes back, even though it's rare that the new version is as good as the original, and in your case it certainly wasn't anywhere near as good.
Well, thank you very much.
Excellent. Very good music.
Thank you.
Is your manager still Ron Mack by any chance?
Ronnie Mack passed away.
Oh, he did?
He was the writer of He's So Fun.
Yeah, right.
He passed away not too long after, about 64 or 5.
Is that right? Now, who then reaped the benefits of that settlement with the George
His
Harrison?
mother.
Is that right? Well, it's good that he did get credit for it. Yeah, I had no idea that he had passed away.
He passed away,
65?
64, right after he finally came in.
Is that right? Now, do you ever try to seek out a recording contract at this point, or are you just, entertaining and part of shows of this sort?
Well, we're entertaining, but if somebody made me an offer, I think I'd accept it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to record it.
Yeah. Have you seen this new ambient sound label that's taking place in New York? It's a subsidiary of CBS.
Yes, I heard about
Right. They signed Willie Winfield and the Hardtones and the Capris, the Mystics, the Jive 5, and there's one other group involved, Randy and the Rainbows. It seems at this point to center in around a doo-wop sound, but it doesn't seem that it can be that far away. I mean, the new Hardtones album is so beautiful, and obviously it's not doo-wop. Willie is not a doo-wop singer, but just he's got a beautiful voice and he's part of a magnificent vocal group. And it seems to me that if this catches on, and they have released singles, the problem seems to be that the stations are still afraid to push that new product.
Right.
Even though it's new.
That's the reason that there was an offer made to us, but our manager turned it down. He didn't feel that we would that this distribution would be good and that we wouldn't get enough airplay.
Right.
He didn't feel it would be
right. Well, I know that I've got some close friends who are part of the Brooklyn Bridge, and they were also spoken to, and they just didn't like the idea of a 5-year contract, which was one of the stipulations.
Really?
It seemed to them that although they have not had product in a while, they still didn't want to be locked in. They are still performing and doing, fairly well. John does his own thing on the weekends with weddings, and the group still performs during the week. One of them is with the James Evans agency in New York City, so he's in the business, but they didn't want to get tied down to a 5-year contract, and I could see where that would be a problem. It really would. Well, I really appreciate your coming to Rochester. We're looking forward to the concert tonight, and I thank you very much for allowing us to speak to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.